I want to make a stance. I want to lay it all on the line. Put all my cards in, put all my chips in, and make a stance on doing away with social media. Y'all know me, I really don't care what people think of me. I don't care what people perceive of me. I don't care what people's opinion is of me. But with that being said, I think this is something that we need to do away with, because it's messing up society. It really is. And when I say social media, I'm talking about the TikToks, the Facebooks, the Instagrams. Some might deem YouTube as a form of social media, which it is, but we talking about the ones that along the lines is not for the entertainment only, not for the educational only. I look at YouTube as a platform where people can express themselves like I do. And people can say outlandish things. People can act a certain way. But to me, and this is just an opinion here, I don't think it has the detriment, the detriment details and the detriment in society as those other platforms. I just don't. I could be wrong on that, I admit. But at this point, people that don't post on social media, whether you got one or not, people that don't post are considered special. At this point, where we are now in 2025, people that don't post at all on social media is unicorns. They're special people. Because they are the people of the like that don't care what people think of them. They are the people of the like that don't care about gratification and validation. These people are 1 in a million, let alone the people that don't have social media like myself, other than this YouTube platform I do have. But just not to post takes so much gumption, so much character. It takes a lot. And that's how far it has come with social media, where if you don't post and you're not on it all day and you don't bring it into your real life, you don't make it your real life, and you don't get caught up in the BS and the politics and the who's doing what, where, when, and why, you're special. I really believe that. Because there's a robotic mindset that we got out here now. And it's easy to follow the leader. It is. And I'm not saying people that's on social media or that does these things is bad people. I really don't think it's that deep. But you are easily influenced. You are heavily attention seeking. We're going to get into that because that is the number one. And you want validation for whatever reason. You got to be in the loop. I'm going to give y'all a little history lesson. I used to have social media. Y'all going to laugh at me, but I had a Facebook probably about 15 years ago. Facebook was somewhat new back then, right? And at the time, I was, my kids was young, and I was with their mom at that time, and we used it for like, I'm not gonna say we. I used it for like, I thought it was a thing. It was a thing. It was a new wave. Everybody was on it. Before that, it was another social. I forget the name of it. It came after MySpace. It was MySpace, then Facebook, if I'm not mistaken. So I got on Facebook, and I'm thinking it's something to, interact with your friends, your family, your loved ones. That's what I thought. And it was for a while. And I was on there for about almost a year, maybe even a little over a year. I'm going to keep it a buck. But then I saw exchange. I saw an exchange in it, and it turned into a popularity contest. It turned to, ooh, look at me. It turned into beef all of a sudden. Who's doing what, where and why? Where this person at right now? Where you pulling up to? What did you buy? How much money you got? How much money you make? Look at the restaurant I'm at. Look at the new shoes I cop. Ooh, I'm over here. Ooh, look at this girl I'm posing with. Look at this guy I'm posing with. Look at me, look at me, look at me. It was look. And I knew right there that it was turning. Not saying I was one of the first ones or I'm a pioneer of being against social media, none of that, but I'm just keeping it a buck. I lasted on Facebook for about a year. Maybe a little more if I'm being honest. Maybe a year and 3 months or whatever, right? I knew it wasn't for me. I said, this is, because I would post things like stuff on sports, or me and my significant other at the time would chat back and forth on it just for laugh and giggles and things of that nature. And it was all carefree and it was fun, and it was, you could talk to people that you ain't talked to in a while, family members in other states and cities and what have you. So it was a thing. But, and mind you, I'm in my 20s at this time. But it took a turn. And as we know, more came after that. The Instagrams of the world, the TikToks, the this and that. And like I said, it took exchange for the worse, and now we know what it is. It's anybody that don't think social media is a detriment in society is part of the problem. Anybody that sit back, whether you get money from it, whether you post your business on it, I get it. So just because you getting something out of it, don't mean the whole landscape of it is good. It's not. Because that's what I hear a lot. I hear people that's eating off of it, and I salute people. If you getting a bag off of social media, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, whatever, do you. But I'm saying in totality, anybody that thinks social media is not a detriment on society today, they are part of the problem. It's cut and dry. There's no, when you think of it, there's no way to think of it on another hand. There's no way to, it could be, that's only for some people. No, overall, social media has played society in a bad light. It just has. People aren't people. It's a fashion contest. It's a look at me. It's a narcissistic mindset. It's a show off mindset. It's a self-sabotage. You're not better than me because look at what I got. Look at how many people follow me. Look how many people tag me. Look how many people repost, retweet it. I don't even know all the lingo for it, but y'all know where I'm going. That's what social media is. In a whole, is everybody abusing it in that way? No, that would be foolish. I'm saying overall, has social media plagued society? The answer is yes, and I don't want to hear no other answer. Y'all know me. I'm very down to earth, somewhat self-deprecating, and real. I know if I'm wrong about something or if something could be, this one I'm not, there's no way that nobody in their right mind don't think social media is a detriment. Whether you living on it carefree or not. If you're not one of the people, that's fine. Overall, it has turned people into misfits. It has turned people into robots. It has turned good people bad. It has turned carefree people into people that want validation and attention. That is fact. And I'm making a stance with this little small channel I have to say we should do away with social media. And if that means YouTube as well, then so be it. So be it. Because I'm from a place where we didn't have this when I was coming up. And was it all peaches and rainbows when I was coming up? No. But people were people. People were individuals. Everybody didn't act the same, talk the same, wanted to be somebody they not, wanted to live out their life through somebody else's life. It was none of those things. Social media has done that. 100% fact That's not a thought. That's not just something I'm saying. That is fact. That is fact. Now, have good things come out of social media? Of course. Of course. I'd be a fool to say social media has been all bad. I'm saying it's been mostly bad for society. Not for your bank account. Not for how many people follow you now. I'm not talking about that. Because people will be like, man, I see, and we go back to the attention seeking. We go back to that. Because people want to be validated so much. Instead of being real with themselves. That the first thing they say is, well, my life changed because of social media. I got more popular because of it. You're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. Because it shouldn't be that way. It just shouldn't. And it's bad. It's bad. If something came down now and was going to end social media, I'd be all for it. I'd be the first one with my hand raised. Not saying end to social media is going to make society this wonderful place. But will it be better? I believe so. I believe so. Now, at the same time, on the flip side of that, we being real, so it's people that's so dug into social media and so reliant on social media that I think people will lose their minds. And that goes to the bad side of it. If social media was the end, what would happen? Overall, I think it'll be a better place. But you is going to have, is that crazy where people wouldn't know what to do with themselves? They don't have nothing to do this to no more. How can I do this now? How could I possibly let people know that I'm here? How can I possibly let people know that I'm about to shop? How can I let people know that I'm about to go to a restaurant? How do I let people know what I'm doing? I want to be validated. I want to mean something. And without social media, I mean nothing. That's part of the problem. Because people think without social media, they don't mean as much. That's how bad it's gotten. If you would have told somebody 20 years ago that there'll be a platform online where people would create a narrative and create almost an alter ego of themselves, because we're going to get into that as an alter ego, and portray a thing where they need it, is reliant. They need every inch of it or they can't live. You would be like, no, that's crazy. That would never happen. That's robotic. People don't move like that. People themselves. You are who you are. No, it happened. Here we are with Facebook. Here we are with Instagram. Here we are with TikTok. People need that stuff. And I'm not poo-pooing it because I think it's a mental health issue. So I'm not going to cast too many shadows on it. But it is true. If social media ended today or tomorrow, it's certain people, small fraction, but enough, that will lose their God-forsaken minds. Fact. They won't be able to eat, sleep, work, do nothing. I believe in that. And these are grown people. These are men, women, these are white, black. This is everybody in the bunch that would not know how to move. And it ain't just this, the people of this era. People of my era would lose their minds too. This ain't an age thing, because there's certain people that grew up in social media, and that's all they know. And that's somewhat understandable, somewhat. Because at the end of the day, we still human. At least I thought we was. But those people get somewhat of a pass. I'm talking about people 30s, 40s, 50s. People from my generation, there's certain people that will not know how to go on. How do I live the rest of my life without TikTok? What am I going to post on Facebook? How am I going to let people know that I'm alive? How am I going to let people know the new car I just bought? Come on, man. I got to stun on these niggas. I got to let them know that I pulled up to places. I mean nothing now. See what I mean? Y'all see what I mean? See what it... Because that's what it is. I'm not over-exaggerating. This ain't hyperbole that I'm spewing. It's really people that I don't exist without social media. So, it's one of them things that I'm standing on. And I know I'm probably on that soapbox by myself, but I don't care. Y'all know I'm not with what popular belief is. I'm not with none of that. So I'm cool with my stance, but I'm serious. People will be more modest, more humble, more down to earth. They just will. I'm trying to see, because I'm going to have naysayers. I'm looking for the lie that I'm saying. Where's the lie at? Somebody point out the lie, whether you with it or against it, but just point out what I'm saying is lies. What I'm saying is fiction. It's not, though. Even if you're for it, I mean, even if you're against it, I'm cool with that. I just said everybody ain't going to be on the same type, you know what I mean? And I get it. This ain't to make everybody think like me. I'm giving awareness. And what I'm saying is real. At least give me that. So it's like, I'm one of the people that I can't be fake. I can't do it. And that's another stigma with social media. It is too fake. It's one thing for things to be plagiarized somewhat, compromised. Like, all right, we know it ain't that deep, but we get where you coming from. It ain't even that. It is foo-foo. 80% of what you see on social media, for the most part, is fake. That number could be off. I'm just pulling the number out of my head, but y'all know what I mean. From the things, to the people, to the places, it's fake. They're not going to post the lowlights of their day. They posted all the highlights. The bull posting the car that he just rented. He going to post the bag that he just grabbed. But he not going to post the eviction notice that he got. That's not going to be part of the timeline. The fact that he had to ask his brother for $100 to pay his phone bill is not going to be a caption ever. You'll never see that caption. Vice versa for the women. They're going to show you the plane tickets that they just grabbed and the flight that they about to take. They're going to show the Gucci and Louis bags all in the video. But they're not going to post that empty ass refrigerator. They're not. That will never be a part of their journey. Or whatever, what do they call it? Story? Is that what it's called? Y'all gotta help me a little bit on some of this stuff. The story ain't gonna show mustard and baking soda in the back of the refrigerator. That will never be a thing. So that's what I mean by fake. Not saying what they doing is fake. I'm talking about the concept that they doing it in. Because what people show is, this is the life I live, this is what I'm about. Well, if you're about that, then everything else should be in order as well. And it's not. And that's no shade, it's just being real. Anybody that is arguing with this concept is the problem. You don't have to agree with do away with social media. I get that part. Because at this point, it's a part of society. I still want to do away with it, but I get that people is going to be like, nah, I don't know about doing away with it. But anybody that's going against what I'm saying, whether I got social media or not, I don't need to be on there to know what goes on. I know what it's about. It's a bunch of fakeness, self-sabotageness. You're not better than me. Look at me. I'm this, you're not. Look at what I did. Look at where I'm going. Look at where I went. And so on and so forth. And it's messing up people's mental health. It's messing up people's outlooks. It's messing up society, period. That is fact. And I know I keep saying that, but I have to harp on that because people say things is opinion. Certain things I say is opinion. This ain't one of them. That's fact. That's fact. That's all. That's all. Because people don't bring it up enough. People don't talk about it enough. And I know I'm not on this stance alone overall. I know there's people out here that think just like me. But I know it's we in the minority. And I get it. That's why I'm bringing awareness to it. Because if it was a majority, I wouldn't have to say anything. It's a detriment, y'all. It's messing. The reason why I'm harping on this, y'all, and I'm going to keep it a buck, It's because if it's like this now, how is it going to be in 10, 15 years? Seriously, think about that. I went back in time to 2010 when Facebook was the thing and whatever. And I saw it slowly, gradually go to the dark side. That was from my point of view. It went to the dark side and I had to get off of there. And we evolved. Well, we regressed in my eyes, but we progressed to other platforms and what they mean and what they about and what's the traits of them and what's this and what's that. If it's like this now, let's go another 15 years. Because that was 2010. So let's go to 2040. What you think is going to be? What you think the psyche of people's minds going to be? I don't want to live in a world where people think this is this and this is that. And not using logic, even though we're there now. We're there now. But it's and mind you, I'm be an old head by that. For 15 years from now, I'm well into my 50s. But that don't mean it don't matter. Oh, well, you passed your prime. You an OG by then. Sucks. No, this ain't the way, because you got to think of the people that comes after us. What about our children? And our children's children. This is a never-ending cycle. I don't care how much money you getting from it. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Overall, this stigma with social media has been our demise. There's other things that go into that. Crime. All the chaos that goes on around us. Employment. There's other problems besides social media. Finances. Local government. I'm not even gonna go that deep, but y'all know I'm not saying it's the end all be all. But is it at the top of the list? Yes, it is. It's at the top. And I don't know about y'all, but I can't be fake. I can be a lot of things. I can't be fake. I can't. It's not in me to. I'm not with the get along gang. I don't want to be with the popular crowd. I don't want to be in on something that everybody condones. If I'm against it, I'm against it. That's just how I carry it. I don't care. And this is one of them things that is our downfall. Because it's everywhere. Everybody depends and relies on social media. And like I said, everybody not using it in a foul way. I get it. It's people that feel just like me, and they on their daily. They feel like me, but they on there and they post it. They get it too. I understand it's different sides to everything. I get it. But if you sit back and really think about it, and they gave me that option to vote on doing away with this mess, because overall that's what it is, I know what my vote would be. And I'm taking that stance, y'all. I'm taking the stance. Let's do away with social media. Let's do away with it. Let's scale back at least. People can't sit their phones down for more than 1 minute. People can't interact. People can't be people. Forget the social media part for a second, because that's the mainstay. Technology as a whole has gotten our minds somewhere else. And I just can't. And I admit, yours truly on the technology part, I even indulge. That's how bad I know it is, because it'll get to anybody. We gotta get back to being human. And that's messed up to say, but we gotta get back to being human. We not human. We not. We some other breed, some other species right now. But we not human because it's everywhere. It's in every background, it's in every creed, every race, every culture, every generation. There's no certain people that's just like that. It's all of us. This shit is global. I'll see y'all on the next one.